First, sparse matrix is more number of zeros and less number of non-zeros. So here, so for this example, if you take, is it a sparse matrix?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it has more number of zeros. Here, is it a sparse matrix? No, because it is a non-sparse matrix. Why? Because it has more number of non-zeros and less number of zeros. So next, so what is the disadvantage of sparse matrix? Because it consumes more memory. Why it consumes more memory? What is the information we need? We need the information 1, 2, 3. This is the information we need. We don't need this information. It is a 0 which doesn't have any weightage. So it is just occupying the memory space, which leads to memory space wastage. So we are going for, to avoid this problem, we are going for triplet representation. We are going for triplet representation. What is this triplet representation is? What is the information we need? We need the information values such as 1, 2, 3. So I am writing 1, 2, 3 the information. So that information, where it will be stored in the matrix? It will be stored in which column and which row? So the one value is storing in row 1, column 3. Row 1, column 3. Next, 2 is stored in row 2, column 3. Again, the value 3 is stored in row 3, column 3. Row 3, column 3. Just this information will be presented as an output for you. Plus extra is here, how many number of rows, how many number of columns. How many number of rows? 3 rows. How many number of columns? 3 columns. How many number of total values? 3 values. Okay. So this will be your output of the program. This will be your input. This will be your output. Let us now trace the program. Here we are using m row and m columns. M row means number of rows. M column means number of columns. So here you are entering the number of rows. You are entering the number of columns. Next you are entering the matrix. What matrix? This matrix you are entering. You are entering the input matrix. So here you don't know how the for loop works, 2 for loops. So first I will be 1. Next j will be tracing from 1 to how many number of rows or columns. Here I will be taken as a row, j will be taken as column. First I will be entering for 1, 1. Next I will be entering for 1, 2, 1, 3. Then I will be 2, 1, 2, 2, 3. So here, now first I will be entering for 1, 1. Now as I enter the value, immediately I will check whether it is a 0 or non-zero. So if it is a non-zero, what I will do is, I will use one variable called n0. What is this variable n0 is? It will keep track of how many number of non-zeros are present. So here I'll check the value. Suppose at 1, 1 I have entered 0. Is it not equal to 0? True or false? False. It is equal to 0. So it will not increment. Next at 1, 2 I'll enter. 1, 2. Again 0. Is it a non-zero? No. Again at 1, 3 I will enter 1. What happens when I enter 1? So it is 1 not equal to 0? Yes, the condition is true. So what happens? N0 will be incremented. So what at present what is N0? N0 will be what? 1. Again same thing looping till the entire loops. So total value of N0 will be how much for this input matrix? 3. So N0 will be what? At last 3. So next, the SR is another variable which tells the position of the final count of the matrix. So I will explain for you. For example, let me take this also information needed now for us. 3 rows, 3 columns and 3 values. Next the remaining values 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3. So this is a triplet representation. For this also I will make one position. This is at position 1, this is at position 2, this is at position 3, and this is at position 4. If I want to store this value in this form, what is the last value of this 4? Total number of non-zeros is what? 3. Plus 1 extra row for storing number of zeros, number of columns. Total number of values in the row will be what? 4. How to get 4? Can I write 3 plus 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I write 3 plus 1? That I am storing in SR. Its usage I will tell afterwards. Next, what is its usage? Next, now entire thing is stored in one sparse representation. That is in this format it is stored. So here you can observe sparse of 1, 1. This is taken as, this is also, this is identification for row. This is identification for column. So you can see here. This is output already I have written. How it is been done? We'll trace here. Sparse of 1 comma 1 is what? MR. MR is what? Number of rows. As I written, it will be stored here. Next, sparse of 1 comma 2. Number of columns 3. Correct. Next, sparse of 1 comma 3. Now N0. What is N0? 3. Is it correct? We have stored till here. Okay. Let us know how to store this one in the next form. Next, S is equal to 2. S is nothing but one extra variable I am using for count for the next row. So this will be what? 1. What for the to store in the next count? What will be the value? 2. That 2 I'll store it in what? S. I'll start from S. It is starts from 2. Next, again now I'll start reading the matrix. What I've input, which matrix? This is the matrix I've input. I start reading the matrix. If it is a non-zero, I'll store its position. 1 is stored at position 1 comma 3. First row, third column. 2, second row, third column. 3, third row, third column. So that we are doing here. Okay. Stored now. This is first I told how it will come. Now we will trace how program will do it. Okay. So now I'll read. First I'll read 1 comma 1. Is it not equal to 0? It is equal to 0. Next, 1 comma 2 equal to 0. 1 comma 3 not equal to 0. It is not equal to 0. Yes. I'll store that position. Which position? 1, 3 and which value? 1. So yes, S is what? Counter. In which row? 2. A sparse of 2 comma 1. I'm storing what? I is what? 1. Next, sparse of 2 comma 2. S is what? 2. I'll store what? What is J? J is what?
J is 2.
J is what? 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3. Can you point? Everyone understanding now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So sparse of 2 comma 1 I am storing 1. Sparse of 2 comma 2 I am storing 3. Shall us verify here? Sparse of 2 comma 1 I am storing what? 1. Correct? Sparse of 2 comma 2 I am storing what? 3. Correct? Next, sparse of, you can see next one. Sparse of 2 comma 3 I am storing what? What is this? Value. What is it value? 1. Okay. Next again S will be incremented. S will be now what? 3. Again, sparse of 3 comma 1 I am storing who is a non-zero value. What is a non-zero value where it is stored? At 2 comma 3. Okay, getting my point? Same. 2 comma 1, what is it? 2. Which one? 3. 3 comma 1 I am storing 2. 3 comma 2 I am storing 3. 3 comma 3 I am storing the value. Like this it goes on. So next, let us go. What we have done, we have stored in this format now. It has been just stored in the matrix form. Now what we are doing, we are printing that onto your output screen. Okay. Just what you are doing, you are using a printf statement. Now observe the loop here. It ranges from 1 to I less than S. Can you tell why I less than S? This is I. Okay. This is J for this representation, triplet representation. Can you tell why this is 1 I less than S? Anyone? Why it is not less than or equal to S? What is last S value? Tell me. 4? 3?
5.
Very good. 5. Why?
Because it starts from like 0.
No. See here, after doing S is equal to 3 is incremented. Now I'll store at 3 comma 1. Next again S is incremented. I'll store at 4 comma 1. Again S is incremented. 5. But here the entire for loop is over. It has incremented. So S value will be stored as 5. Since it has incremented. Getting a point here? 5. So I less than 5 means till 4. Means S is equal to 1 to 4. J is equal to 1 to 3. Okay. I am printing the values, whatever values you have taken. Okay. Next. This is just searching an element. Okay. This is just searching an element. So here, suppose if I give an element to search 2, means what you are searching this, whether non-zero values 1, 2, 3 is present in this triplet representation or not. So here, the loop starts from 2. Can anyone tell why? 2?
S is equal
S is equal to 2 because I have to the values are present at position what 2, not from here. This is nothing but total number of values. You have to search 1 2, so S is equal to, you have to start from here. So S is equal to 2. Next, I less than or equal to SR. What is SR? Now SR we are told, no, SR is equal to N0 plus 1. We have done, no, here previous. This value I am still using till 4 means I is equal to till what 4. Your loop till here it will stop. So you are going on searching sparse of what is first I is what 2. So sparse of 2 comma 3. Why 3? Because when not third row, third column. Third column your values are present, so it will search for third column. Next, third row, third column. Fourth row, third column. Column will be same because it is stored in the same column. And if you are checking, suppose if you are searching for element 2, first it will search for the second row. If it is equal, then it will print it as found. Otherwise again it will go to the third row. If not found, fourth row. Still if it is not found, it will print it as not found. Got it? Any doubts now?